No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we're bringing you guys one of the most anticipated interviews in a while. We've got Blockstar on the podcast. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good.
So you've been involved with a lot of high profile, which we'll certainly get to by the end of this interview. But I figured let's start it off, just lay out the basic details. Where exactly are you from?
I'm from South Central, LA, Hoover. Hey, Trey. You know where Young Thug and I'm from. Mm-hmm. You know, filming over there.
So what was growing up over there like?
Shit, just like everything in the hood. I originally grew up in Compton, but from Compton, I ended up getting kicked out of too many schools, so they ended up moving me to LA. And once I went to LA, I started up over there, ended up getting put on, ended up going through shit as like being a young nigga from the hood.
Okay, so how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got one brother. He in the county for a hot one right now.
You talking about Treyway?
Nah, that ain't my brother.
So he's not technically your brother. I thought he was your brother.
Nah, that ain't my brother.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that's my boy though. We logged in, but that ain't my brother.
But you guys been around each other for so long that
it's like
basically brother status?
Like 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you always had both parents around?
I had my mom around, my dad in and out.
Okay.
He kept going back and forth to jail.
What kind of stuff were you getting in trouble that had them like move you to a different school out of Compton and everything?
Really, it's the fighting thing. I got an addiction to fighting. I don't know. I was growing up as a kid, or like with my dad in and out of jail, I had to deal with stuff like that, like anger, animosity. So I had to learn how to defend myself, and from there, it just became an addiction.
So you think your dad being locked up was like the root of you having a lot of anger that led to you fighting?
Yeah.
Interesting. What age did your dad get locked up?
Well, since I was 2, he got locked up so many times, just numerous times.
That's interesting because I don't hear a lot of people be honest about the fact that their dad being locked up them up mentally as they get older.
Yeah, nah, like while I was in jail, I was like, I had to sit down and think about it. Like, I was just fighting everybody, just doing dumb stuff, breaking shit, smoking, popping bars, all type of shit. Just basically thinking like, this end of the road, like I'm finna crash out. But then it comes from like, I had to think like, damn, my brother just went to jail for murder 3 months after me. My dad done been like, this shit is like, it's in my blood. Like all this anger that we got, it's just.
So if I had asked you throughout your teenage years and shit what you saw for yourself in terms of a future, you wouldn't have really been able to say that you saw much of a future for yourself?
I seen a future. I just don't know what.
It wasn't a positive future?
No, it was positive. I just couldn't, like, it wasn't no set goal, like, this what I want to be in the future. It's just like, in the future I'm going to be something.
Definitely.
That's what my mindset. My dad always told me, like, I have to be something. So they really didn't give me no choice.
And what do you think he meant by that in terms of what kind of person he wanted you to be?
He really wanted me to be like a nerdy type, but after, I used to get bullied as a kid. So after that bullying stage and I got out of it, then that's when I just became Blockstar.
You kind of just like overcompensated for the fact that you were kind of nerdy as a kid to basically act out?
Yeah, basically.
So what kind of fights were you getting into? Like what was the root of most of them?
Gang fights, females, just everything. I'm kind of disrespectful whenever it comes to men, but like women, I don't disrespect women, but as in men, I don't really like being around so many men. So I get like, end up starting it, not intentionally. I just get irritated and start reacting, and then essentially lead up to a fight. Or I'll just get off on you, honestly.
Right.
So I get tired of talking. What's gonna happen?
So did you get locked up while you were in high school, or?
I got locked up so many times.
What kind of stuff? Mostly fighting?
I'd been locked up my first time ever going to jail. I got locked up for attempt and assault. I got out. They released me like 7 months. I beat both cases. And then...
So you were how old with an attempted murder charge?
I was like 13, 14.
What happened in that situation?
Gang banging.
Really? Wow.
That's come with it.
So was that kind of like something that was absolutely around you your whole childhood?
My whole childhood, yeah.
It was always in your face?
Yeah, drug dealing, gang banging, prostitutes, stuff like that. That's always been the environment I grew up in. I never knew nothing else.
And so it's only as you get older that you start to realize that shit's kind of unique and that most people don't grow up around that?
It's like once I get older, it's not that I see like it's most people don't grow up like that. It's just as I get older, I start noticing like the stuff that we go through, like the stuff we went through as kids, don't determine what we'll be in the future. Like it's all depends on you.
That's a fact. So it was always kind of written in stone that you were going to be from Hoover, or was there ever a chance you'd be from somewhere else?
My dad, all my family, they from Antis Park, Westside Mount Paru, Campanella Park. That's where my family from. I was originally supposed to be a blood, but I'm just wasn't too much into following my family footsteps. I let off my own way.
So who was around you that took you down the Hoover route?
It was my big homie, Big Slap. He in jail for murder too right now. He showed me around, took care of me, made sure I was straight, always had money in my pockets, showed me how to make money, stuff that, like, growing up in the hood, I had to learn, had to figure it out.
And so how did your family react when they realized you were going to be flying a different flag than them?
My mom, when she found out I was gangbanging, she called the police on me. I ran away. For like 2-3 days. After that, came back, she talked to me, and then she canceled every holiday for I think 2-3 years. Every single holiday. Like I wouldn't get shit. My dad, once he got out, he took off with me. And we just ended up fighting.
But there was never a part of you that considered not being from there?
It's a part of me that was like, do I really want this for myself? Like, am I ready for what I signed up for? But then I'm like, if he could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing how much your parents rejected it like that. Like that's crazy to just know that it was that important to them. Because I talked to a lot of people who it seems like they want their kid to not be from a gang or whatever, but once it happens, they don't really go that crazy trying to stop it.
Once like your mom get used to it, seeing you around it, and like she got to do nothing but accept it. Like this your life. It's either you could like not fuck with your son, or you could accept the fact that you gangbang down there. Everybody in LA gangbang. It's like, I don't know. It's like a poison in the city. Once you grow up, start going to these schools, it's mandatory you're going to be in from a hood. It's very few, like 10% that don't gangbang, but down there, everybody that's in LA, down there gangbang, associate, hang around, same shit.
When you say it's a poison, what makes you say that, and when did you start to realize that?
What I mean as a poison, like, example, you know, like candy, it's addictive, right? So basically it's like addictive poison. Like we addicted to it, we like it, but it's slowly bringing us down. Like me, my record is trashed. Like I didn't try everything. Like I didn't went to college. All types of like, I didn't went to trucking school, all etc. It's just like, I'm limited to a lot of things I could be in life because of the choices I made as a kid, and I wasn't fully developed. I really wasn't fully developed to make choices. It was more of I can't say peer pressures, it was more of like a joy. It was like a joy. It's a joy to make money and do the things we do and come back and get recognized. Like, since I always got bullied and never been the center of attention, start doing what I did and becoming the center of attention, that's my poison right there. I became addicted to it, and it led to my downfall.
Yeah, like in the hood, I always hear people say there's only really like 2 ways to get respect, which is violence or going to prison. And then I guess a tiny percentage of people are able to like make it through music or entertainment or college, whatever. Do you agree with that?
You don't get no respect for no music. You don't get no respect for no music. You get respect from how you carry yourself, your demeanor. Like, it's people from every hood that never went to jail, never committed no violence, but at the same time, and people always stand ground. Like, they never let nobody talk to them no type of way. They always stick up for themselves. They never been like, have no smothering name. They just, they from Hoover, they from there, we gonna leave them alone. As long as if you gotta be doing something, like you making money. But you gotta pick something in between this shit. Like, we got all type of shit. We got pimps, gang members, drug dealers. Pick if you want to gangbang and be something in life, you could do that. Make the set more noticeable in other places, other areas. Like, we don't have no problem in that. We support that. As you seen the other day, my boys came. My boys, they came support. Feel me? We support anything people are trying to do to bring our community to light, our community to grow into something better, and not just what we see every day. So I've been seeing my whole life.
But your perspective on gangbanging is that there may be like a negative side to it. You call it a poison, but then there's also like a positive side where everybody's trying to support each other and help them win.
It's a positive side. It's a family. It's a family. Like, it's just a different type of bond between blood and the people that really have your back. Because some of your blood family ain't gonna do nothing for you. I know if something happens to me today, I know somebody gonna do something for me.
Right. Do you think being from Hoover is way different than being from a lot of other hoods in LA? Like, you hear a lot, like, Hoover's the most hated hood, has the most issues with people.
I mean, I've been around a lot of hoods in different situations. I've seen different politics, different everything. So every hood is different. I feel like our hood, it's just more, we on our own shit. Like, we don't want to be around people. We don't want to click up with niggas. We want to gangbang. Like, we chose this to take over. We didn't choose this to be friends with you niggas. We chose this to take over. Like, we want to own all this shit. Like, we want this to be ours. So it's like, that's like the biggest difference between us and a lot of hoods. We want everything. They just want to keep their section under control. I want to keep I want everything to be mine and keep it under control into a positive way where it's not no violence going on.
So you're into expansion.
Yeah, basically.
Really?
Is that still the mentality right now, or
that's the mentality I came up with since I've been in jail. Sitting there, like, really sitting in there. It really hit me like my last year up in there. It just hit me like, man, like, I'm not getting nowhere doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna stay right here with a whole bunch of niggas. Like, so from there, I came up with a plan. I came up with multiple plans. And once I got out, I just started to see which one worked.
So my question is, like, from your perspective, when you were gangbanging in high school and shit, did it feel like you were just a bunch of young kids doing it, or did it feel like there was older dudes that were able to give you guys orders or tell you about different stuff they wanted you to do, or was it really just the kids running shit?
I mean, it depends on who you all are. Me, for example, nobody ever told me go do nothing. I don't know why, but ain't nobody, and if somebody do, they know I'm not finna listen to them. Like, who the f talking to? You go do it. Or come with me to go do it. That's the best line. Come with me, come do it. Everything else, there's no reason to talk to me if you're not finna come with me and come do anything.
But the young dudes with like a weaker spirit would get kind of suckered into doing.
Yeah, it'd be the weak ones. It'd be the too hyper ones, the ones that like to prove shit to everybody. So it's like that, or I feel like they're going out like they worry about what the next person think. Like, I ain't never worried. Well, I used to worry about what the next person think, but now, for what? I don't care.
Did you find it kind of intoxicating when you were having people give you respect at a young age for what you were willing to do and everything? Did that kind of infect your mind? And
yeah, it made me feel unstoppable. Like, I used to do a lot of crazy shit that I really should have been dead for.
Really?
Like, I got lucky. I can't even say luck, but it just wasn't my time.
So you have a lot of different incidents in your mind where you're like, damn, I can't believe I made it out of that?
A lot. Down there every day.
Damn. Like, to this day, like, it's still lifestyle like that?
To this day, probably not every day now, but every other couple days. Like even before this all blew up. So that's why, like, as y'all see, like, it don't faze me. I don't mind coming up here speaking. I don't mind coming for what. I go through this shit every day. This shit, it's not nothing like I ain't new to. I'm from Hoover.
So jail don't really help? Because, like, a lot of people say that jail's like
Jail make you
rehabilitation.
worse. Jail make you worse. I don't care what nobody say. Jail make you worse. Being in a one box, a big box with multiple cells, stuck in there with all niggas for you don't know how long. Enemies, niggas that's weird. Like, it's all type. It's all you get. It's like 10 emotions you dealing with. Like 10, like 20 emotions you dealing with all at once. Because you watching everybody. You gotta watch how people move. You gotta learn how people move.
Yeah.
You gotta, because like shit pop off any moment. People face expressions just change, and you gotta catch on to it. You don't catch on to it, like it's gonna be bad. So yeah, like that jail, it don't help. It makes you more mad. It makes you more angry.
So you got locked up a bunch of times throughout high school before this
I got
most
locked
recent
up
bid?
at least like 10 times.
And your first one, you said you was for like another murder charge.
It was attempt.
Attempt murder.
Yeah.
And what about some of the other charges that you got charged with, like?
Assault, robbery, burglary.
So you were taking shit more often than not?
Yeah, that's how I know how to get money. That's how I learned. That's what, like, somebody taught me that. That's the only thing I knew. I was too young to get a job. I'm tired of living.
How old are you right now?
I'm 21.
21. So what age do you feel like you essentially like jumped off the porch?
I'm like 15. I
And
started game banging at like the end of my end of me being 13, and I officially like full fledged with it, like just like whatever happens, like 15.
And that's when you started racking up all those different cases at that age, or?
It's not me racking up the cases. It's just me like doing shit, like just me trying to figure stuff out every day, daily basis. Like I don't know. I don't like to be broke. That's not my. I like to do stuff. I like to be able to just spend money. So that was the fastest, easiest way I knew.
Yeah.
I ain't have no father in my ear telling me like, this is how you. Well, my father showed me ways to get money and stuff, trying to keep me away from it. But he ain't just laid it out for me. Ain't just like, start making your money. Nobody ever laid it out for me. So if you ain't gonna lay it out for me, I'm gonna go lay it out for myself.
Was there anybody like from your area who you were seeing having success with anything outside of the streets? Anybody who you were kind of looking at as like a positive role model, or was that just totally foreign to you at that time?
Nah, I ain't have nobody really that positive. I got a couple family members that's like real estate agents, lawyers, DAs, all type. But that side of the family, I'm not really a family person, so I don't be in their face. Like they know me, they know of me, like they love me and etc. But I'm not my everyday family.
How did you and Treyway 6K become so close?
He got out of jail, like, so he did, I think, like a year, 2 years in camp. He did some long, like, I don't know, he did a minute up in there. And then once he got out, my first day that he got out, boom, he banged on me. I told him my first name was Tony Slapping Up. So I told him like Tony Slapping Up.
That's a crazy ass name.
So from there, he like basically like, oh yeah, like we gonna bunk like you, cause like at the time it's not that many young niggas from the set. So me and him like the first two. So we over there like just stopping up, and then we start going doing dumb shit, tagging everywhere, just doing dumb shit to get in trouble, to just being something. So yeah, but he keep going back to jail. He always in jail.
Right.
Like, well, I'm in jail too a lot, but he in jail way more than me.
Right, but he has so much potential as a rapper.
Oh yeah, he for sure. Like his rapping,
Yeah.
he's different. He got it's a unique flow to it. Like it's a couple rappers that got unique flows to them. So like Baby Money, I fuck with Baby Money hard. He got a unique flow. Well, Young Thread, he got a different flow. Wally the Sensei, he got a different flow. There's a couple rappers I fuck with that got different flows. YS,
Shout out YS.
Yup, that's my boy. He got a different flow. He hard. he come more aggressive. He go throw his full like he don't care. He throw his life right there. Like he make people feel it.
Right, but since you met, like, when you met Treyway, you guys were all both from Hoover already?
Yeah, we was both from Hoover.
I mean, he's like one of the more disrespectful young rappers out of LA.
He more of aggressive. He's an aggressive person.
You always been on that type of time though, like in terms of your attitude on people that you don't get along with?
I mean, I can't say always. It's a couple like incidents where like it's like, man, like I ain't worried about you type shit. But that's only for the people that don't like it. Like, nigga, you ain't never did nothing to me. You ain't never did nothing to say. You ain't never did nothing to none of my people. And you ain't got time to play with you right now. I'm finna go, like, get it, like, with these niggas, the older niggas, the niggas that's really out here that's doing shit, that's really making my people feel it. I'm finna make them people feel it. So,
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess we're kind of getting to the point where we gotta start talking about this other shit, because you said, like, when you got into this one case, you were 15.
yeah.
So you're still at a super
16.
16.
That's when you caught your first attempt.
Well, my first attempt, I was 14, 14.
All right, so break down that situation. What happened? As much as you can speak about it.
It was just a situation like,
In LA or?
it was in Compton. It was a situation where nigga, like, I don't know, he told a nigga, like, we getting into it. He told a nigga, go get blower. So I reacted. I got to, like, what I'm supposed to do, not react. Let him go get blower.
So you were beefing or arguing with somebody, and they told their homie to go get a blower, so you decided to
Enemy type shit.
take this situation into your own hands rather than letting them go get ready?
Well, why do I gotta let him get ready?
No.
Go get ready, don't tell me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get ready. If I'm really finna go do something, I'm not finna tell you, hey, I'm finna, nah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it is? I know what it is. We arguing, right? All right. For sure, we know. All right. And then, nigga way older than me. I was 13, 14. Like, what the fuck I was supposed to do?
How'd you end up getting caught?
They just, I don't know, they just arrested me. They arrested me for the assault at first, but went to jail. I'm sitting there for like 2 or 3 weeks. They bring up the attempt. They like, oh, like, you got court today. I was looking like, I don't got court till like next week. They like, you got court for this new case. We don't know what it is. So I'm like, all right, go to court. And they telling me, I'm just looking like I'm fucked, like, it is what it is.
But you beat that one somehow.
Yeah, they didn't. The first of all, the nigga's still alive, and then they rewind the cameras. So it's basically like self-defense type shit.
Oh, really? Well.
So like they couldn't really do shit to me. And it's like, I'm a little ass kid, this a grown ass man. Nigga 3 times my size, like, I feel like, wouldn't y'all feel intimidated?
Oh yeah, for
Niggas
sure.
3 times your size standing over you, your enemy arguing with you. I don't know, I feel like when I get nervous, I react.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Nervous, react. So I don't like having butterflies. I don't like feeling tingly. I'm a react.
Definitely. So, okay, the night of this situation, there's been a lot of talk about exactly what y'all were up to in that moment, whether it was a robbery or if there was somebody that basically paid y'all to go do something. How would you describe what was going on that night? Maybe even just like take us through the day if you want.
Well, I'm not finna get into detail about too much, but it was a robbery. Nobody did none of that. That's all false information. It's a lot of pages that's like giving out false information, YouTube's, like the vlog, false, like they don't know nothing, y'all don't know nothing y'all talking about, y'all just assuming and y'all just putting shit together as y'all going around, like, and then like the way they bring up the situation and they be saying like rest in peace, so they be disrespectful themselves. They be like I don't know. I just feel like if that was my boy and they're posting them and speaking on a situation like that, like I feel like you my op too.
What's the disrespectful part?
Just like I didn't like, so my manager had me watch a couple videos and shit.
And you hadn't seen these videos until you got out of jail?
I seen a couple videos in jail for sure, but I'm not on no, I don't like watching it. Like watching people just talk about me.
Yeah.
Like that shit, like it's cool. Like I don't feel like I'm getting they're not gonna get a reaction out of me. It's like I don't want to watch a nigga talk shit about me. Like,
But they be putting it together with like saying that there was, you know, a bag with an address that was posted online. There was a photo of him and his friend where you could see the address in the background. Is a lot of that not true? It's just people putting shit together after the fact?
oh, that part I can't speak about because I don't know how the address got. I don't know how I don't know that part. So I can't even speak on that. I'm not finna share a lie to nobody.
Yeah, because what they were trying to say, there was two different scenarios that went on. Mike D, which is Pop Smoke's homie, he had posted a picture outside of the house, and then there was a bag that had the Marys on it that had the address as well. So with that being said, it sounds like it was like a flocking situation that gone bad. But were you guys fans of Pop Smoke at the time, like to be keeping up with his page, and like was it through Mike D's page or Pop Smoke that the logo got dropped?
I didn't know him at all. I didn't know of him. I probably seen one picture of him before, and it's like I thought he was a model. I was like, well, you got a good modeling career going on. I mean, I thought he was just on that route, but then all this happened. I'm like, I wake up in the morning. I don't even wake up. I didn't go to sleep. I'm just like, damn. I'm just lost.
So you didn't know that it was going to be that big a deal until it starts popping up in the media and stuff the next day?
Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was connected to. I don't know where he was from. I didn't know shit. All I knew is what I knew. And that's what I made my decision based off. And I was high too. I was off of Bird. So I wasn't really fully aware of anything. Well, too much. So.
And all the dudes you were with were like approximately your age?
Around.
Had y'all gone on missions like this before?
Next question.
So it wasn't a situation where, because a lot of people were trying to, so when the situation did happen, there was a lot of speculation of what happened, and there was two people in the house that night with Pop Smoke that people thought backdoored them and shit. So you saying that you didn't know any of the people in the house at all?
Nobody backdoored nobody. Let's clear that up. Nobody, I know that 100% for sure. Nobody backdoored nobody. That female, I can't speak too much on that, but she don't know what she's talking about at all.
As far as what did she say that you
She
seen?
came out at one point and basically acted as if she believed that it was a backdoor situation, and she tried to call out the Mike D dude and like act like he was being shady, but it never really seemed like that was accurate. You're saying that that's true, that y'all did not know him, because how the f- a bunch of 15-year-old kids from LA be in touch with older Brooklyn Crip dudes? That just like seemed like a stretch from the beginning, right?
Exactly. Well, I'm not saying it's impossible to know, but we didn't know that nigga. I don't even know what he looked like. I don't even know what the female looked like.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I don't wake up in the morning and pay attention to this situation. It's in the back of my head, like, what I did, like, feel me? But I'm not every day, that's what they post and what they talking about. I just let social media be social media. Yeah, they want a reaction, I'm not gonna give it to y'all. So I just let them do what they do. You're not getting a reaction out of me.
Right. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly like what you're going to be comfortable talking about, but everybody keeps saying that you were the trigger man. Is that accurate?
Next question.
Can't talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Even if you wasn't the trigger man, I feel like, because a lot of people were saying it was a robbery gone wrong. No one was intending to get hurt that night.
Nobody's intended to get hurt. Nobody.
So do you feel like drugs played a part in the situation? Like why did he end up getting shot anyway? Like why? Especially
I don't feel like the drugs was part of the situation. I just feel like, I don't know, we was just kids being kids from the hood, and too much movement. That's all, too much movement.
as a movement from Pop Smoke.
movement from everybody.
In the house?
Too much shit going on. It was too much shit going on. So it's just like, it wasn't intentionally. We wasn't on that.
You were picturing it just being a in and out type of situation, or you didn't even know they were gonna be home, right?
I didn't even know they was gonna be home. Honestly, I didn't know. Once I got there, and I got the dribble. Like kid.
Yeah.
Like what some petty ass 5-6 months for a robbery. I ain't worried about it.
Did you feel emboldened as a 15-year-old because you knew that even if you did get caught for some crazy shit, that you're going in for a few years and then you're getting out?
Nah.
You hadn't even thought about it?
When I waited there, it wasn't a few years that you get it out. It wasn't none of that. While I waited there, the first words I heard from I first had a public defender. First words I heard from the public defender was, "You probably never see light again."
Even as a 15-year-old, they told you that right away.
At 16.
16.
Well, I was 17 because they arrested me right after my birthday. So from hearing that, like, that right there just broke me. Like, never coming home. And I'm just like, it's what it is. Like, I can't do shit about it no more.
How many days later did it take for you to get arrested? Because what they said, it was anonymous tips from New York.
It was a minute. They took a minute.
Yeah, nobody who knew who did it for like months after it happened, right?
5-6 months. They didn't arrest us for a minute.
And when you were thinking you got away with it?
I didn't think I got away with it. I was up like every day, like looking out my window, like every time I hear sirens, I'll wake up in my sleep and look outside the window. Like, I never thought I got away with it. I got too comfortable, yeah.
What do you mean by too comfortable?
I just allowed myself to, the way I was moving, I allowed myself, basically, like, I had my phone on me, the same, like, I should have got rid of that phone. I'm just being young, like, man, like, police ain't know what they talking about. Niggas ain't got shit on me. I mean, like, feel me, but outside in the back of my mind, like, fuck, like, they probably got something, but they still ain't have nothing. Like, when I was up in there, they ain't have nothing on me. Nothing.
And so are you just like sitting around the house kind of hiding out a little bit, and you're looking at social media, and I'm sure you're like realizing how much this meant to so many people?
I woke up, I said woke up, I didn't even wake up. I had to go to school the next morning. I go to school the next morning, I step into my classroom, the teacher put it right there on the big screen.
Damn. So what grade are you in at this time?
I was like 10th grade, 11th, 10th, yeah, 10th.
And the teacher's talking about it.
Teacher's talking about
So
it.
literally the next day after Pop Smoke was killed, you went to
Same
school.
day.
The same day.
Same day.
You went to school and they're talking about it in the classroom.
In the class.
And you having a guilty conscience in the classroom.
I honestly don't remember how I felt.
Yeah.
I just looked at it and just like, I didn't make no face expression, nothing. I just looked at it. Like, what can I do? What can I say? What can I, like, I can't go back in time.
Another major thing from the whole scenario is they say that that you guys robbed Pop Smoke for a watch and y'all pawned it for $2,000. So with that being said, it was 4 of y'all split 4 ways. That's $500. Was it worth it?
The social media don't know what they're talking about. And no, it wasn't worth, nothing's worth another person's life.
But that thing about the watch is cap?
That's cap. They don't know what they're talking about. They just, like, I was watching that shit yesterday. That was like my 3rd time hearing it, so I was in jail. They was telling me, like, oh, you, like, what? Like, you niggas don't know what y'all talking about. And then I was watching a video with my manager yesterday. I seen that shit. I'm just like the media come up with anything to say. Like,
So you're saying the rumors about the watch, y'all only getting $2,000 is cap?
that's all cap.
Because the night Pop Smoke was killed, he had a whole bunch of money that he was showing on Instagram. He had chains on and stuff too. So I don't know where the rumor came from, but people were just saying that y'all only made off with $2,000. Well, with the watch. So that's all cap.
From the police report, they said that it was like I don't know, say 3,000 worth of cash up in there, change and shit, and the watch was stolen, but that 2,000 shit, that's cap. And split in 2,000 4 ways, 500, even being young, I'm not going for it. I ain't stupid. And nah. But next question.
So pretty soon after you got caught, there came this video of you kind of throwing up gang signs and shit to the camera and not seeming terribly repentant. It feels like you're, it didn't seem like you were sorry or anything for what you had done.
No, I know what that word means. I'm talking about what video.
Oh, he wasn't the one in the video. Was it somebody else? There was like a video that came out like right after it happened that was like billed as Pop Smoke's killer FaceTimes from jail or some shit like that. It's been so long since I've seen it.
There was a few jail videos.
I know it's multiple of us that got posted. So
okay, that one wasn't you.
If it's me throwing up gang signs video, like I'm from Hoover, I'm gonna throw up my gang signs regardless. I don't care where I'm at, who I'm around. I don't care if Barack Obama around me. I'm gonna throw up the set. Like I'm from Hoover, so it's not me being not feeling bad about the situation and shit. Like I'm still gonna rap what I gotta rap. Like if I'm on the phone with my people, I'm on the phone with my people. I ain't gonna seem sad. Like, well, I don't wanna bring my family down while I'm in jail. Like every phone call, I made sure I'm excited. And I didn't really hop on the phone like that. I went months, down there a year without calling my family. I don't like talking over the phone. Ever since I read like that discovery paper and like start growing up, like really study my discovery, I don't like phones. Like I haven't been on my social media. Ever since all that happened, like I post and get off. I haven't been on it. I haven't looked at it. Haven't seen who text me.
Is this too much bullshit?
I just don't really care for the social media shit. Everybody say I'm chasing clout. I don't care about no clout.
Cause
I care about the money.
And another video went viral. I guess you were like eating pizza. Was that you in the video? Like you was eating pizza? Yeah, because a lot of people were upset.
It was like a photo, right?
He has a photo. That video, that picture, that's me in jail. Like every situation, I make the best of it. I was regular. I had pizza, I had burgers, I had tacos, I had everything. Yeah, I was in jail, but I had access to a lot of things: phones, wax pens, puff bars. That was the way I am, my personality. Yeah, for the situation, a lot of people looking at me like I'm a bad guy, but you don't know me. You know me as a person. A lot of people really f with me, like so. Me going up into juvenile halls the way I am, and then like I'm in there fighting. No, I can't say I was running shit, but I'm low-key like niggas know like he got drugs, he got this. The staff gonna listen to him. The staff gonna let him get away with shit. Like, feel me? So there I was just getting everything. We had tattoo gun in there. I didn't got caught with over like 20 phones.
In like a 4-year span? Or
not even a 4-year span.
Not even 4?
Like my 2 years, I didn't get no drugs, no nothing. But once I hit 19, I don't know, I just got wise and I just started really like conversating with people, figuring things out, and just start getting everything I want up in there. It just really never became a problem for me, and it became normal. I got a skillet up in there and we was cooking every day. We got TVs up in there. We got PS4 up in there. We all smoking in the middle of the day room. All that. I got videos of everything and all. Like, it was like basically being out. It was just being around a whole bunch of niggas.
It's crazy because like when you're locked up, everybody obviously is just trying to have the best quality of life that they can. But then when somebody gets locked up for something that the people like decide that they don't like you for, they'll see any little thing, any little luxury that you're getting in there, even if it's a pizza, and they'll just use that to be like, how the f is he able to have this kind of accommodation?
Yeah, they do. Social media.
But so you're young and you go in on this super high profile case, but obviously you're in LA, so it's like, it's not like it would be like if you got locked up in Brooklyn. It's like how did people treat you and how did they seem to regard you given that you were so young and were accused of doing something so outrageous?
I mean, they ain't really treat me no different. I went up in there and for me, everything was how it's supposed to be as being from go in on my face, chill. Some staff like act kind of weird, but as time went by and they got to know me, be around me, they started fucking with me. So it was just ended up being like, of course, like they be like, oh, he high profile, keep like. But other than that, they wasn't really treating me different.
You never saw "He Who Shall Not Be Named" in there, Mr. Forehead Tattoo.
Forehead tattoo.
Nah, cause you was in juvie, right?
I was in juvie.
Oh, right, never mind. My bad.
Like, don't get me started. Okay.
That would be the ultimate fade, though.
Man, I'm fight. I'm not gonna fight nobody retarded.
Oh shit.
I ain't got like. I ain't gonna play with that.
I know you said that a lot of people look at you like a bad person. Do you feel like a bad person?
I feel like the things I did as a kid, things I did when I was young, I understand what people saying. I was a bad person. I was a terrible person, honestly. No, that's how I had to be. If not, it's like you get thrown in the shark tank. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know how I eat sharks. I don't care. Like, throw me in the shark tank, it's gonna be whatever it is.
I mean, one thing that stands out to me about it is that we are coming off like 15 years of rap music coming out of LA that really glamorizes home invasions. And like, there's a bunch of different rappers that we can all name who have made a lot of money off of pushing narratives about how fun it is to rob people's cribs. And that your situation is not that different from a lot of other people who've done a lot of other shit. It just went left one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people that's in my situation. It's just time passed and people just not really looking at them. It's not on them. Just mine's just fresh. So everybody want to know what's going on, feels how they feel. But social media, like I said, they social media.
Do you fear for your life?
No.
How come you had all that security with you outside the store the other day?
It's just like, I mean, that's really how I move every day. If it's not real security, like, I'm with my boy, I'm with somebody, it's something, like, that's how I move every day, so it's not me being scared.
What about even like your probation officer or parole officer, whoever that was, telling you that they were scared for your life? Do you take that serious?
I mean, yeah, let's touch on that subject. Everybody makes it seem like I cut my house search bracelet off for no reason. They don't know the situation. I've been out for 10 months, by the way. I've been out for a minute. Well, probably 11 months. Yeah, going on 11 months.
I had so many people hitting me up about that, and I had to tell them, like, you've been out for a minute.
I've been low, like, I tried to be a regular civilian, school, work, everything. I had 2 jobs, everything. Wasn't on social media, but I don't know. It just wasn't for me.
You were doing all that because you were required to, or you just were genuinely trying to just live a straight life?
I was trying to go straight. I was trying to go straight lane.
Were you working these jobs getting recognized and shit, or nah?
Nah, well...
Because there's all these videos about you, but it's not like there's pictures of you in those videos, right? It's mostly just the idea of it.
I mean, I got recognized a couple times at the job. Be like randomly, like it'd be like real random. Rarely I get recognized. There's more people that know me that been following me before this. Cause like before this situation, like I already was like in my hood, in LA. Like everybody already knew me. I was been going viral. I was been doing stuff. So I was already known. This has just brought the whole world and attention. So.
Was it one of those things where everybody in your neighborhood and shit knew about the situation before you got caught?
Honestly, I don't know. I stay to myself. After that, I didn't talk about it. Nothing. It was nothing to be said, nothing to talk about, nothing to brag about, nothing, nah.
What were you doing when they came and got you? Yeah, break that day down.
So I had got this room. Mike. Oh, I had got this room, and I got this room in Ontario. And when I got the room, I had a female come over, You already know how that goes. And yeah, I got a call at like 3 in the morning from my mama. She like, they just raided the house. I'm like, oh, like, what could it be for? Cause I into so much shit. I'm like, what could it be for? And my brother called me like, I think it's that. They taking pictures, everything. So from there, I just get up instantly. Wake her up like, it's time to go. Like, we gotta leave. Boom. My boy was across from us, so I wake him up. We go downstairs. I walk the bitch to the car. And when she get in the car, she pull off, and I hop in the car I was in. I hop in the back seat, and then right once we finna pull off, like cars just came in front of us, and I thought it was my ops. And I'm lacking, so I just instantly like drop. Like I'm like, ooh, like it's over for me, like. But then I started seeing helicopters. I'm like, they ain't never coming like that. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, oh, that's the police. I'm in my head like, they got me. Like, but then once they arrested me and shit, they had, I asked them like, what I'm getting arrested for. They like, it's a warrant. So I'm like, I'm on probation, so I probably did something. I'm like, they ain't coming like that. They take me to the station. They put me in there with some nigga. And when they put me in there, some nigga instantly tried to ask me about my case. Well, he didn't ask me about my case. He asked me like, what you up in here for? I'm like, I'm up in here for a warrant. And he like, oh, all right. I'm like, what you up in here for? And he like, oh, I'm up in here for stealing a candy bar. So from there, I'm like, nigga stealing a candy bar. Like, nigga, you don't go to jail for that, nigga. They gonna have you pay for it. They gonna have you give it back. Like,
you gotta steal a truck of candy bars.
Exactly. So I'm just looking at him. I'm like, oh, all right, like, you finna go home. Like, they finna release you right now. I don't even know why they arrested you. And he like, yeah, boo. He like, so like, kept asking for my case, so I started getting mad. I'm like, bro, like, why you keep asking for my case? And he like, oh, nah, they just making a ruckus outside about it. Ooh, and then I get a knock on the door. Well, not a knock on the door, I just hear the door lock. And I see a lady had came to my house before with my PO and showed me a paper of him. And I just like looked at it and I said, I don't know nothing about it. But she had the same lady came with the paper. And she was like, yeah, like, you're here for this. I'm just look, oh, you got the wrong nigga. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she was like, yeah, we finna see. Boom. Close the door. And I started getting mad. I started getting irritated. And nigga asked me, like, oh, so you here for whoopie whoop? I just spazzed out on him. I like, nigga, on the dead homies, nigga, I'll knock you out. Nigga, like, why you in my business? Boom, they heard the ruckus, so not to stop the fucking police to open the door and take him out. So from there, I'm like that's an informant, that's a snitch.
Yeah.
Because
that's how they got Draco too.
The rumor was that that one of y'all told on yourself to the informant that was in the cell with y'all. And they said it was you or one of the minors that was in.
Nah, it wasn't me. I have no snitch allegations on my name.
Yeah.
It was a situation, one of them, I spoke a little too much in the investigation room, but not in the investigation room.
Not in the jail cell.
Informant. He spoke to an informant. Yeah. He spoke a little too much, but he didn't speak. It wasn't nothing outrageous.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you're not making it a big deal. Like, nigga, just shut up. But we young, so he a kid. Like, kids get excited about, you know.
And you were the youngest one on the case at the time?
I was second youngest.
Second youngest?
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah.
So one thing that I saw that I thought was like pretty crazy, and he got mad at me last time I brought this up. Shout out you, Treyway, but he had songs where he was like directly shouting out Pop Smoke's ops within New York. And even now he's like been doing music with 22G's, who's like Pop Smoke's enemy while he was alive and everything. Where did that come from?
I don't really know the politics behind the social media. Like, I don't even know what was his name, 2G's?
22G's, yeah.
I don't even know what he looked like. I probably heard a song, but I don't pay attention to that. Like, from New York, that's really the only person I know is him because of the situation. I'm not trying to look, who with him. Nah, I ain't got time for that. That's for what?
Yeah, but there was a live recently that just happened where people thought it was you, but I guess it was one of your homies or cousins or somebody that kind of looked similar to you, and you were on live with someone from New York named Relly, and there was words exchanged about the situation that happened, and I think maybe your homie, he kind of like got a little disrespectful with Relly. What was the scenario?
So, the nigga really, whatever his name is, annoying. That nigga's annoying as fuck. That nigga been hitting us up days, blowing us up consistently, texting us, you a bitch, like you not gonna tell, like y'all, like New York deserve an explanation. So me, I'm ignoring, like I said, I don't be on my phone, like I haven't been on Instagram, so I'm really not paying attention to it. But I guess he was doing the same thing to my twin, and my twin. And so, like, basically call him, like, bro, like, why you keep bugging us? Like, we got real life shit going on. You bugging us about this? Like, we already got, like, all these social media bugging us, like, nigga. And he, like, basically, I guess he recorded, and then he, like, you deserve New York explanation. So that just triggered my twin, like, nigga, explanation. Like, nigga, I'm from Hoover, nigga, I don't deserve nobody, nothing. My twin don't deserve, like, niggas, nah, so... Twin, feel me, he reacted. He wasn't supposed to react that way. And it's just, we from Hoover. Like, niggas stop coming over questions, stop coming over talking on the high power shit. Like, we not scared of nobody, we not scared of none of y'all. Like, we got enemies out here, we got enemies next door to us. Nigga, you across a whole nother state, like, yeah, you could come out here, of course you can. But right now, like, you're not our concern. Like, we got real life beef. Like, shit just happened yesterday. We got real life shit going on. Like, it's summertime. Niggas is dying. And it's like, so, you know, my twin was supposed to be here to address the situation, but me and my twin had to talk. We not on some disrespectful type shit.
It seems like you're in kind of a complicated spot because you feel bad about the situation, you don't want to glamorize the situation, but at the same time, when it comes to the gangbanging shit, people use any little bit of weakness to put pressure on you and to try to, like, you know, use it to, like, grandstand and shit on you. So you're in a position where you want to express that you're sorry about it, but then as soon as you kind of show a little bit of weakness, people are going to use that against you.
Let me clear that. I'm not sorry about nothing. You know, it should never happen, but I ain't sorry. Feel me? Like, if I could go back, I'll go back, but I ain't sorry. Like, niggas die every day. Like, he was rapping about it, all type of shit. So I ain't sorry about it, but, you know, I send my condolences to the family, and I wish it never happened, but.
So do you regret going to the Airbnb that night?
I don't regret nothing, but I wish I never had either.
But when you say you're not sorry, well, you just, seems like you're acting like this is just the circle of life. This is how it happens.
No, it's not. I'm not making this small thing. It's just, I don't know, growing up, I just, my people, my family told me, you ain't sorry for shit. Like, whatever you did it for a reason, and stand on it. So it's like, yeah, I did it, but it wasn't like we all went to go do that. So start making me feel like, I feel like people need to start making me feel like I got something to, like I owe something to somebody. I'm sorry, I ain't sorry.
Well, like, for example, if I was driving home later and I hit somebody with my car and they died, it's not like I did anything to go out of my way to make that happen. That is just kind of part of what happens when you drive cars, is that at some point somebody's going to get hit, somebody's going to die, but I would still feel horrible about it, even if I didn't go out of my way at
horrible.
all.
Yeah, you're right. Horrible. Yeah. That's a better word for it. Yeah, I feel horrible for it. I feel horrible for participating in the whole situation. Like, yeah, that's a better word, man. But I just can't tell nobody I feel sorry. And like even like when I got released, I read to the judge. I read a whole like, what you call that? What you call them letters when you write it to the witness?
Okay.
Write it to the family.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wrote a whole letter for them. I don't know if they got got what I wrote.
They weren't in the courtroom or anything?
No, they wasn't in the courtroom. They said they're gonna try to give them the message, or they're going to give them the message. It's up to them to, feel me? If you don't want to read it, like I understand. But
If they didn't read the message and they watched this, what was in that message?
I don't know, I can't remember from the top of my head. Like I said, I've been out for a minute, and a lot of stuff be going on. I don't know if I got it in my room, my room somewhere. Probably in my backpack or something, but I got it somewhere. But I actually wanted to address the situation about the ankle monitor, so I got off topic.
Right.
Because I'm a little hot. But, so everybody's saying that I cut off my house arrest monitor to go back to jail, all type of assumptions. I was on house arrest for 30 days for a violation. So they put me on house arrest. I did my 30 days of house arrest. They told me they was gonna take me off. I was on house arrest for my birthday. They said they was gonna take me off. They didn't take me off. They told me like, you got 67 more days on there. So from there, I'm like I'm gonna do 67 days. Like, I just go to work, boom, live my regular life. But then like, I woke up and then all this just started hitting like all on my phone. I was like, fuck. I'm like, damn, my PO, everybody gonna see this shit. Like, this what the courts was scared to release me for. They didn't want to release me because of this. So now that this is coming, I'm like, they finna try to take me to jail. So I'm ready to cut it off, but I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Like, I want to see what they want. I want to see if I can make the situation like turn it around. Like that wasn't me. Like they reposted my birthday picture. What I'm supposed to do? But it's like, I'm not finna go back to jail. You're not finna PC me up off the streets. I'm like, nah.
So you cut your ankle monitor off? That was recent.
Yeah, that was like last week.
So
Theo called you.
My PO called me, and that's what
He saw the video and called you?
it was a girl, right?
as a girl. She saw. I guess first my lawyer hit me. My lawyer hit me and told me the DA filed a violation. This is the same violation they filed in that 1 month. So I'm like, fuck, like they finna take me back to jail. Like I haven't committed no crimes. Like, why are they trying to violate me? So boom. I guess, I don't know. My lawyer called to tell me like, we got court tomorrow. But like, I can't be a lawyer no more because I had a paid lawyer, had a $100,000 lawyer. She like already stuck you through the case and on one violation. I can't go to the next violation. Like, it's not in the contract. So I'm like, fuck, like, and I gotta show up there with a public defender. Like, so I'm just thinking. I'm waiting all day, waiting. I get that call from PO. I get a text from my PO. She like, call me. So I'm calling her and we talking. She like, what happened? What's going on? I tell her like, I don't know. Like, I'm all over social media for, my situation. And she like, well, like, I fear for your safety. Like, let me take you back to jail, basically. Like, what? Like, you gonna go back to jail? So they call you right now, say, let me take you to jail. You going back to jail for your safety? And you feel like you're safe. If you feel like you're safe, they're talking about, I'm not going for it. Because that means you keep me in jail however long you feel like it, until you feel like it's safe.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. So, go somewhere with that.
So how did the picture go viral of people finding out you were out of jail? It was just on your birthday and you decided to make a post?
I mean, there have been situations where they repost a picture and it'll go viral, but it won't catch too much attention. But I guess my birthday pictures that I posted on my page, they reposted it. And then, boom.
Yeah, does that feel crazy that to a decent percentage of the hip hop fans, they look at you as like pure evil, like you're just a monster?
I mean, look at King Von.
Right.
FBG Doug, I think that's his name.
But I feel like people look at those situations differently because they were in a gang war killing each other or killing their ops. Whereas this, to most people, just seems like a completely random situation.
Yeah, it's random. It is. But they like the music that these people giving out, talking about killing people, right? Right, they influencing this shit. They want to be this shit, right? Well, I live this shit every day. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do every day. Like, people don't know what I go through. People don't know what, like, I don't know what y'all go through. But I know, like, I gotta duck the police now for my safety. Like, that shit's crazy. And then my PO tell me that you posted my address. I said, nobody knows my address. She sent me a screenshot of a comment. We got his location. What the fan talking about they got my location?
And was it just random? It was just somebody
random.
saying they had it?
It's just somebody saying it. Just, just being social media. And they send it all to court. Whole bunch of shit. They sent, like, I got the whole shit. I got the whole report that they wrote up to take me back to jail. And I'm just like, this is crazy. I really finna, nah.
How's your mental nowadays? How do you like cope? Like, what are you doing? It seems like you be off the purse or something, like to cope with all the shit you go through.
I smoke. Well, I just started back smoking, but I smoke. That's all I do.
Smoking weed's enough to get you like through all the shit you've been through. Like,
smoking weed keep me level-headed, keep me throughout the day. Like, now I can focus. I can get through today. Like, I can get through the day without smoking, but help me get through the day easier. Cause I'm a mellow type of person. I'm chill. I like to peep everything before I get comfortable. So yeah, so like if somebody like, I don't know, just mellow. I don't chill.
yeah.
So if you could say anything to his family and friends, what would you want to say?
I just want to send my condolences and apologize for my actions that I made. I was a kid, and that's just, there's no excuse, but that's just the way I grew up. That's the way I had to learn how to live. And if I could, I would go back and fix the situation.
Yeah, I respect that, man. You were super young, and a lot of people spend the rest of their life in jail for doing something similar at a young age. It's if people are freaked out by this or troubled, it's probably partially because of the fact that they are just used to people going to jail for the rest of their life for this type of situation, and like somehow you were able to avoid that. But I mean, honestly, you do seem like you have a pretty level head on your shoulders despite everything you've been through. So I definitely think there's probably a lot more for you in life.
Yeah. Hopefully.
For all the kids that's listening, because a lot of people gonna be tuning in watching this, you kind of were explaining like how you jumped off the porch like at an early age and you was making a whole bunch of decisions that you probably don't agree with now. For all the kids listening that's probably in a similar situation and they might be going through something, what would you preach to them about this lifestyle?
This is not what y'all want. Like, it's really not what y'all want. Just like what y'all see in the movies, it's real life. Like, and it's cool, it's fun, but it gets serious real quick. And a lot of people vote. So just stay in school. And not even stay in school, stay in sports, stay in something to discipline you. Cause you ain't got no discipline, you gonna fall into this shit. And not saying you end up in my situation, but it's really only 2 ways out. So that's what you want, by all means.
Would you go to New York, or is that out?
I mean, yeah, I'll go. I'm not. It's not in my books to go. Like I ain't. Hey, I'm going to it, but it's like I'm not finna piss them off. You feel me? I'm not trying to piss nobody off. You feel me? But if they come, I come. So we gonna put it like that. They come, I come.
Damn. Did you see this whole shit in the news that was basically saying that one of the dudes involved in that night, that their brother washed up in a barrel on the beach? This is more...
We're not gonna speak on that situation, but that's false information too.
Okay. Yeah, the barrel shit is crazy. It's not every day. How do you feel about Tony Yayo saying that he's certain that you'll kill again?
I don't know what that is.
He was like 50 Cent's right-hand man.
50 Cent ran, man.
Yeah. He raps and shit now. He does a podcast.
Oh. I mean, that's just an assumption. You don't know me. Like, I'm not saying that I won't never do it again, but I'm not sitting intentionally going around killing people. None of us is. But, yeah, you don't know me. I got no plans on killing nobody.
Well, that's good. How do you feel about the state of LA right now? Like in terms of the violence, the craziness, does it feel like
it's horrible?
It's horrible right now.
It's horrible. Man, keep your kids in the house. It's not nothing nice. It's not safe. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. It's not safe. Feel me? When I'm over there, I feel safe because it's my area, but I know like any moment it can happen. So I gotta be on point. So let me just say, if you don't got a gun, get one.
Are you planning on starting to rap?
I mean, I got plans. Just let's say that.
You've been thinking about it.
I've been thinking about a lot. I've been taking stuff in considerations. A lot of offers, a lot of talks to a lot of people. A lot of. I'm gonna see wherever this goes, cause I'm living day by day right now.
That's how it feels.
That's what it is.
Explain that though. Why you say day by day?
I go to jail any day. Any day.
Just for getting caught with something on you or whatever?
No, getting caught regardless. Police pull up, run my name, I'm back.
So you got every reason to stay in the crib. Try to stay away from the cops.
Yeah, type shit.
What do you say to the people who feel like you got off too lightly and they wanted to see you spend forever in jail?
They right. I did get off too lightly.
Yeah, California be like that now.
California.
But yeah, that's how it is, California.
That's a bold statement to say. So what do you feel like? What do you feel like you should have? What should have happened to you?
Well, I mean, I can't say what I wish happened to me.
Yeah.
But honestly, I wish on nobody. Jail is not nowhere a human being should be. Like, if you ain't never been and you talking on a situation, you just, like, you need to shut up. That shit is hell. That shit, like, it ain't nothing like to be scared of. But it get like that where you like, it get like that, but ain't nothing you should be scared of. But it's not nowhere you want to sit for years, months. Like,
How do you feel about people saying that you're the fall guy and that one of the older people were really the shooters and that they just send the young guys to take the blame for it?
I mean, we not gonna address who did what yet.
Because some of your dudes are still locked up.
Yeah, I can't address who did what.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go in detail about it, but.
So you're the only one that's out though?
I don't want to address that.
Yeah.
Like, whatever social media find out, they find out, type shit.
Well, I mean, I respect you apologizing to the family and everything like that. And at the end of the day, like, there's going to be a lot of people who are looking at you feeling like you look like a grown man. But let's keep in mind that you were 15 when this shit happened. And realistically, you came up in a culture that might not glorify this particular act, but in general, this type of shit is pretty normal. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how people react. Personally, it's like, you know, I understand. I've met a million people like you doing interviews, most of which you were lucky enough to avoid the type of situation that you got into. But I mean,
Yeah,
at the
I
end of the
mean,
day,
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of reactions. Like a lot of people speaking on a lot of rappers, a lot of everything. Like I didn't even watch like rappers speaking on the pitch about the pizza up in jail. Like Boosie, I seen that up in jail. I seen him talking about the situation, like saying I got what I think he said I got 4 years like time served. I ain't get no time served. I ain't getting not 1 day served up in there.
but what, Boosie was pissed that you weren't doing more time?
Nah, I didn't say Boosie. Boosie wasn't pissed. I can't say he was pissed. I just seen him speaking on the situation. I don't know his feelings. I don't know how he feel about the situation. But I just seen how he spoke up on it and just pointing out like he's assumed I'm gonna be a rapper. Like just speaking what he thinks and what he thinks he know about California laws. Like just stuff like that. And it's like it's a whole bunch of rappers that like spoke on it. I just can't remember names. I'm not really into. I don't know. I'm not really into watching famous people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who could say whatever about you, but I don't feel like Boosie with his criminal records necessarily one of them. Because I just seen a clip of him the other day talking about how like all the killing in his area is basically centered around rap beefs, but it's not even like well known enough people that we really know about it. It's like, I don't know, to him that shit is like 100% normal. Like everybody who's in the streets is also rapping. It's pretty crazy. All right, so what you got to look forward to? What are you thinking about coming up? And what are you planning on doing with this new level of fame that you have, albeit you might have got that fame for a pretty crazy reason?
Yeah, I mean, my number one goal right now is to turn like the hate into love. Like I know some people gonna feel how they feel, but all that for the people that don't know, like don't even know the politics behind the situation, don't know the person, don't know me, don't just be a fan and be a fan. Ain't no reason for you to be speaking up on nothing the streets got going on. So, but I'm not here to talk shit about nobody. I'm not here to poke the bear. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm here to be me. I'm here to be Blockstar. Like, this is my life.
You got acting on the table.
Huh?
You've been offered acting roles?
Oh, yeah. While I was in jail, they had came to my cell, and I had talked with somebody, and they had brought a contract up in there for $1 million. Me and one of my crime partners, we was gonna basically trying to do a documentary on the situation.
Oh, wow.
We was gonna do it, but we ended up holding off because we not trying to really speak on the situation too much. And I know documentary they gonna every piece of evidence, and I ain't got that for them. I ain't got nothing for you.
Did you see the documentary 50 Cent made about you or about the situation?
I seen parts of it. I ain't really trying to. I don't try to watch all that. I stay to myself. You know, I hear what people tell me. You know, I see little videos, little snips, but nah, I haven't watched the full thing.
Oh, I feel it.
For sure, man. Well, I mean, I wish you the best of luck with everything going forward. It's kind of crazy because like I feel like people are gonna judge us so harshly for being willing to have a conversation with you, but from my mind, it's like we're gonna be seeing each other either way. And some LA shit. When Treyway gets out, you know, I'm gonna be with him and shit. So it's like for me, I feel like it was important for us to have the conversation just because I feel like a lot of people would have done a bullshit version of this conversation. But, you know, I appreciate getting to hear your story and everything. It's an important part of hip-hop history, even if people don't like the way it went down, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for even interviewing me. You know, a lot of people don't get this opportunity, you know, so I appreciate it.
For sure, yeah. I hope you can do something with the energy you got.
Hopefully. We're going to see.
For sure.
My condolences out to everybody involved.
Yeah,
Lost Smoke's family, everybody.
I send my condolences to everybody, Pop Smoke family, friends.
All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you, Riemoh. No jumper. We out.